Something came in the mail today. Pretty big thing. I got this from BBTS Big Bad Toy Store. You want to see what it is? Here we go. You asked for it. You got him. Omega Supreme. Welcome back to BobaChuck14. What's up, everyone? And if it's your first time here, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, because today is a special video. As you can see in the intro, we are taking a look at this big guy, a really big guy, Silent Glass Omega Supreme. And as in my previous videos, we are always promoting Filipino vloggers, hashtag support Filipino vloggers. And today we're also taking a look at 3 of them, so promoting their channels. Links in the description below for their channels. And the first one is Nals Aguilar's Vlogs. So it's about family, food, and trips around Canada. Check out her channel, link in the description below. And the second one is Ate Jo's channel. Her channel features so many delicious recipes, awesome food, vlogs, trips around Canada as well. Check her video out, links in the description below. And third, last but not least, this is not from Canada, but she is a Filipino vlogger, and she also features really awesome vlogs. She's in Hong Kong. Check out her channel, link in the description below. Her channel name is MISTISANG AGTA, so check her videos out, really awesome. And now that we've got those stuff out of the way, time to take a look at this awesome big guy and say hello to my little friend Rat Trap. And as you can see, comparison to the box with this quart glass Rat Trap, really small out the box. Coming up, so I brought you in closer because you can see that awesome artwork of Omega Supreme. No clear windows for you to see the figure in, and then the top is that awesome artwork of the Autobots, Transformers, Siege Warfare Cybertron Trilogy Autobot logo, and on the side you've still got that awesome Siege Warfare Cybertron artwork. And then at the back of the box you have that awesome product shots of Omega Supreme and his alt mode. Very excited to show you how to transform this guy. And then on the other side, it's a pretty huge box, and you can see he's a Titan class, which means he's a pretty big bot. Then on the bottom, not much, a bunch of writings. And now we've checked out the box, it's time to get the Titan out. And I know that you're pretty excited to get him out. So are you guys ready? Here we go. It's time to take out the big guy out of the box. And that's how he's gonna look like coming out of the box. It's really pretty big guy. Woo! So this is Omega Supreme, and he comes with his pretty big instruction book. So it's time to get Omega Supreme unstrapped. And here's everything that comes with Omega Supreme in the box. And I've already shown you this really big instruction sheet. And then before we move on the next video, if I reach 500 subscribers, I'm gonna give a lot of prizes, and that's cash giveaway, so watch out for that next video. And due to popular demand, it's in Tagalog or in Filipino, so watch out for the next video. And let's get on with Omega Supreme. And he comes out this way, so his wings are not attached. So what you do is you have these tabs, which you turn him around, there's slots over here. So what you do is you just slide on these. So it's gonna slide on this part like that. So you have one wing done, and I'll show you the other one. So you have both wings attached now. So he's got tabs over here which will tab into this two holes, and I'll show you that one. And now we've got these two slots here tapped in securely, and Omega Supreme is done and he is ready to fight. And that's how big this guy is, as you can see. And he also comes with this really small Battle Master or Micromaster Autobot countdown. So he transforms in 3 steps as he shown in the instruction sheet. So it's really small, and you can see how small that guy is. Smaller than Rat Trap. So he's got his 2 buddies. So his buddy Rat Trap, and then you also have these blast effects. So this big one is also detachable. It's like the one from Skylinks. Well, I got Skylinks before I got him first, although this guy came out first. So, and then you can detach all of these, and then you can insert on different parts, so it looks like he got blasted or whatever. And you can put it on his cannon arm, so it looks like he's shooting Decepticons. Playability factor. And then it's not that on that arm, but you can put it on the claw arm as well, and also on the fingers. Let's see if we can get that in there. So it's like Mega Blast of Death over here. So that's the blast effects. And then let's transform this small guy, won't we? So you just untab the radar dish, and then the legs fold it down. So the legs can fold down like this, and then the arms you just fold down like this. And now you have Autobot countdown. And let's take a look at this guy first. So let's focus, because the camera will focus on Omega Supreme. So let's look at this guy's face. Here we have Autobot countdown. As you can see, really nice face sculpt, and his face is painted silver as well as his eyes is painted blue. So it's really awesome how they painted that really small face of his. Then really great molded details over here. Not the back. It doesn't have any Autobot symbol though. So that's it for this guy. Autobot countdown, and it's really small compared to Omega Supreme. So that's the height difference between the two of them. And speaking of height, Omega here, and we will measure this guy up. And he is roughly 21 inches or 20 inches measured to the top of the head, but if you measure on the top of the wing, it's 22 inches. Really big guy. So let's take a look close up of Omega Supreme. So first we'll take a look at Omega Supreme's face, and as you can see, got that amazing light piping, and looks like his eyes are lighting up, and he's ready to demolish the Decepticons. Really cool head, as you can see. All the molded details, sculpted details, really awesome. Looking at his chest over here, really looks awesome. That transparent yellow clear plastic over here. Autobot logo. And then that's his chest, his crotch. Then that's the rest of his lower body. And his cannon arm, we got that a bit brush on of some damage paint. And then his cannon arm over here, and then his claw arm, and then I'll show you all the articulation later. And then on his legs, as you can see, really great molded details for Omega Supreme. And now it's time to look at his We'll take the camera back so we can take a look. This guy's articulation, because this guy's a really big guy. So the head can turn 360, can look up and down a little bit. And then the arms, really strong ratchets, can turn up. It's only hindered by the wings, but it can fully turn 360 and turn sideways that far. And then it's got the elbow swivel, got 90-degree bend on the elbow, and of course same on the other side, except that it's got this 3 claws that's fully articulated. And then of course one of these, you have his rocket launchers. It's one of his weaponry. And then you also have a waist swivel, which is really strong ratchet. He can do the split, and then he can, the ratchets are really strong on this guy. He can kick forward that far and also kick backward that far. And then on the knees, you got the 90-degree bend on the knee, really strong ratchets. And then also have that 5 swivel, and then you also have that ankle rocker joint, so you can pose this guy in really awesome poses. And this guy is really huge, really awesome. So before we do the comparisons, I want to remind you that as of this recording, my subscriber count is about 400 plus, almost 500. So in the next video, I want you to watch that video, because I'll be giving away cash prizes or watch hours. So check out the next video. And now, comparison time. First, we have one Titan, and he is Decepticon, as you can see. They are almost same height up to the head. And we bring in another Titan, and these guys are pretty big. Let's put Omega a little bit to the side. And you have Scorponok, and as you can see how big these 3 are, gigantic Titans. And I think Scorponok is a little bit taller than Omega Supreme and a bit heftier too. And then another one, we bring in a Decepticon combiner, and this guy is Predaking. So you want to see the video for this guy? It's 5 pieces combined into one big robot, Predaking. I'll put a link up here. And of course, from another universe, you have Voltron, Defender of the Universe, and this guy sounds. It sucks that I don't have Voltus 5. And then you have a Commander class Jetfire. It's also a pretty big figure, but as you can see, he is dwarfed by Omega Supreme. And then we'll bring in my favorite Dinobot, Grimlock, who is a masterpiece. So you can see how Grimlock looks like. And then we'll bring in the Autobot leader, Optimus Prime. So that's how he looks. Let's bring the camera further and a little bit lower so you can see their feet. And there we go. And of course, we'll bring in my most recent upload, Bumblebee. So check out also the video up here. I'll leave a link. And of course, we'll bring Autobot Countdown here. And as you can see how small this guy is and how big Omega Supreme. So he can stand up there. And of course, my friend Rat Trap. And you can see how small Rat Trap is. You can put both of them on Omega's shoulder. And that's how they look like. And now it's a really awesome comparison. Wow, this guy is really big. And we're done with the comparisons. And Rat Trap, it's time to bring them to the transformation. And Rat Trap, let's bring him to the transformation. So the first thing that we do when we transform this gigantic guy is turn him around, and then you untab this part so you have clearance to take off the wings like this. So the reason we did this the opposite way, instead of him in his alt mode go to his robot mode, because there's more fun stuff in his alt mode and compared to his robot mode, and a lot of stuff that I can show you in his base mode. So once you got that thing out of the way, you need to straighten up the arms. You do it like that. Make sure they're all straightened up. And then you take this out. Just push them backward. So there's a white hook here that hooks to this part, so it's still attached. So once you got that out of the way, and what we do is this black part, you accordion it like this, and then on these two parts you fold it like that, and this will become the rocket launcher. And this will become a very big rocket. So you unfold both of that, and then you push this one in like that. Same thing on the other side. Push this in, and then you pull out the rocket nose, and then this one will fold over like this, and then cover up the body of the rocket. And this rocket is a pretty big rocket, we'll show you in the measurements. And then this part will just tab into here. There's a hole here, so same thing on the other side. So you can tab in the rocket. So you have to get it pretty lined up, because this thing is a bit fidgety on this arm. So that's what I meant, that you have to have everything straight up. So once you have everything lined up, as you can see, it tabs in there securely. Same thing on the other side. So you have this whole rocket fully transformed, and you can just flatten out the claw, which will serve as the base for the rocket. And if you can see, and if it shows in the camera, the actual rocket is bigger than the figure itself. And then let's bring this to the back. Omega Supreme, you take these yellow chest pads up, and then you lower this ab crunch piece, and then you can take out the chest by just pushing him out. This thing will become the tank. Then this part will become his base mode. And then what you do is you turn this thing around like this, and then you split his legs like this. So he's doing the splits, and then the legs can go this way. So this will be, and then this part, you just untab it from here. These will become connector ports to any of the play bases that you have, or the other figures I will show later. So that's how it's going to look like as the base mode. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a stand here that can help you balance the figure. So you take that black piece out, and that will balance up Omega Supreme. And then the wings will become bridges. So you unfold, and as you can see, they are bridge supports, and these will tab into here. There are a lot of configurations that you can do with Omega Supreme, which I will show later. So same thing on the other side. You have tabs here and here where the bridge will connect. So you unfold the wings, fold out the supports, and then you tab these parts, and you have this base mode almost done. So it's up to you. You display it this way or this way, but let's do it this way first so you can see the whole base and the small bridges. So as you can see, Rat Trap can still stay on top of the base. And then you have Autobot Countdown. Stay there and chill with Rat Trap. Then this thing will become a tank. So to transform into the tank, you fold down the barrel on the head. Then you take out these, pull them out, and then you open this part of the lower body, which will reveal the cannons or the tank turret, and then you straighten these cannons out. Then how to take this out is you just fold this out. So when you fold them out like this, then you turn around the tank turret, close this back, and then his head will come into the tank turret, but these tabs will tab into the small holes, so securely locked in. And then you see this tab, two tabs over here will lock into this place. So you fold this up, so the tank will be complete. So as you can see there, this will lock into place like that. So the tabs are completely locked into there. And then you have Omega Supreme's tank mode. So now Omega Supreme is ready and he is in tank mode. This thing also have a compatibility factor with Autobot Countdown over there. So this is where the tank will go around the tracks like this. And then this guy's rocket will be here. And the Omega Supreme base mode is now ready to launch the rocket into outer space. For countdowns, what I said, this playability factor or interaction with these, with Omega Supreme is on the rocket. He has this place where you can put Countdown or any Battle Master, and he can launch into space. So that's where he will ride. So you close that up and launch Countdown into space. Him out. You can put any small Battle Master, like this guy can go in here. So you can display him up over there, ready to go into outer space. So we transform this guy into his vehicle mode. So you just fold this all up. Now that he's in his rover buggy mode, the tank can open up. And then this guy can be stored here. So he can also go down the ramp. So you can see that. So he can store there. And he will be there with Omega Supreme, securing this rocket base, and it looks awesome. So for comparison, let's take this out, and it's so you can see how Voltron would fit in here. So as you can see, he can serve as Voltron's base if you want. And then let's bring in the Titan so you can compare the base mode with the Titan as well. You have Scorponok, and as you can see, this rocket, even if you flatten out the claw, is still taller than Scorponok. As you can see there, it's a pretty big rocket. And then let's bring in the Autobot leader, Optimus Prime, and then Bumblebee. So that's how they would look like in the base mode. So this is one of the configurations that I've shown you. Voltron base. Let's show him some other stuff. Rat Trap. So Rat Trap's bringing you one of the modes for Omega Supreme here in the base mode, as you can see. So you can see the comparison and the scale. You have Wheeljack over here on the high tower, so he's a deluxe class. And then you have the Centurion tank over here. So zoom out so you can see, so he can fit on the track, unlike Omega Supreme's tank over here, which is really big. And I'm showing you an overview of how this thing looks like. And you also have one of the aerial bots there to serve as a aircraft carrier mode. And then if you have Skylinks, which is the back, you can have the space station mode, and this is one of the modes of Omega Supreme. And then I'll show you another one which is really awesome. So Rat Trap, let's take him out. And Rat Trap brings you another configuration of Omega Supreme's base. So take the camera closer. So if you do have Earthrise Ironworks and Grease Trap over here, so you can have configuration that looks like it's fixing up the rocket ship, and then it's a repair bay for airplanes over here, and you still have Skylinks over here at the side with Omega Supreme's tank patrolling, and you also have Optimus Prime at the back looking over the operations of the Autobots. And yes, this is just 3 configurations that I've shown you, and there's still a lot more than configure with this stuff. And then if you're wondering, with those blast effects that came with Omega Supreme, so these things, you can still use them in the rocket ship and pretend that the rocket ship is blasting off into space with those blast effects. And so that's another configuration for this base mode. So Rat Trap will take you out. And here we have Omega Supreme back in his original form. So that has been my review, but before we go away, still a couple of things that I'm gonna show you. So this part I didn't show you. This thing can open, and Autobot Countdown or any of his buddies can go inside and hang out, so you can store him in there, or one of the Battle Masters can go in there, and you can close this up and store them in there. And before we leave, we'll leave with some comparisons. So you have Omega Supreme, and I'll show you the Centurion drone, so how they scale up together. So that's how they look like. And then you also have Siege Megatron, so you can compare the 3 tanks. I don't have Warpath, never liked Warpath, so that has been my review for this guy, Omega Supreme. Really awesome playset, awesome Titan. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been BubbaChuck14 and my buddy Rat Trap, reminding you all to subscribe to this channel. Click on this icon or click on this subscribe button below, give this video a thumbs up, and share this video with your friends. And as always, do it with style, don't do it at all.